with a message. We're in some times that it's really getting hard to navigate through. For some of us, if we get lost in the the Matrix dying, the Matrix is death right now. And Ralph Smart has put out a series of incredible videos that have come into my feed, come into my universe, that have helped me to just see that the information that, we've been seeking here at School for the Fool is on point with what this really entails. We started with David, watching David Attenborough. We discussed that. That would be beneficial to our paths to watch David Attenborough's A Life on This Planet. And to not get lost in the sadness, but to honor the sadness. That's really the time that we've been in, is to honor the sadness as part of the transformation, as part of the soil that's going to allow us to achieve growth and to see the truth, to expand with the truth, to restore balance through the dark with the light, and expand. There's a lot of confusion out there. And really here's today, I feel like, to share some messages that have been received and just continue on expanding this information along the path, because a lot of what Infinite Waters has talked about, I myself have been shown personally. So it's something I've gotten to resonate with. And that's always a beautiful gift when we encounter someone else in the 3D that we resonate with, that our spiritual quest and their spiritual quest are reflecting back the same information. There's truth there. So thank you to Infinite Waters. Thank you to all the work that he's been doing. We gotta be thankful for all the work that everyone's doing, guys. Everyone that is, they're putting in time. These videos take time. This path is their path, and it's being shared with the world in order to help expand. Some of us came here to go first in order to lead, to show the way. Others of us have been paving this path since the dawns of time. And some of us are just waking to it. We're all on different parts of this quest. But this is the main topic being shared today. Is the body, does it matter that we work with the body? How intense should we be working with the body? What is ascension? In order to ascend, is it about all of our vices? Do we have to quit smoking? Do we have to quit drinking? Do we have to quit with all of our bad habits? And right now there's a lot of mass confusion, and there's many people that will argue and say, no, you don't. You don't have to quit smoking. You don't have to quit drinking. You don't have to quit having lustful sex. You don't have to quit doing all of these things. You just have to do whatever it is that you've been shown, because we're all unique. And, some of us came here to do something else. There's a lot of truth to that, right? We are all unique. We all are on our own paths. We all are coming back to one in our own unique way. But then there are just some truths that we're going to come here to honor. The body is the vehicle for the soul. The whole point of ascension is its connection to purification. We're going to purify the body because we're going to get back to a natural state, and even beyond the most natural state we can get. We're going to purify our whole entire body so that it's literally becoming crystalline, and we can ascend. Ascension and purification are connected. So this would be something that would, yes, logically make sense. This is where we could apply the masculine energy to honor the truth and say, look, yes, purification with the body, bad habits. If this is the vehicle for the soul, and we are going to ascend, and we want to, we want to master ascension, we're going to master the body. because it's the vehicle. So the whole point is to purify, 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 purify. And the purification and the ascension are connected. And it's shape-shifting, then many people say, well, when you're just done in this 3D earth, then you move forth to whatever's next. You have nothing left to learn. But when we are learning about shape-shifting, we understand that nothing just stops and starts. We don't just reach an end and then things stop. And then we really shape-shift to keep things in the flow. The stop and start does not keep things in the flow. Energy likes to stay in motion. So it's like we're going to shape-shift things. We're going to shape-shift our experiences so they start to just, all meld into one. That is coming back to the one. That is coming back to the all. And wherever you are on your expansion, these things, get easier and easier to understand, but this takes time, and this takes much meditation work, and this takes being open to what's being reflected back to you through the universe, and really being open to the new. Following your path, believing your path, believing what's being reflected back to you. Everyone that is sharing information with you is resonating with you where you're on your path. And I'm even mindful of this too. I could be sitting here sharing all this information with you guys, and you guys could be, well, I'm not going to honor any of this. It's not resonating with me. But there has to come a point in time where we stop looking to each other and we start just looking to life. And what is life reflecting back to us? What is life showing back to us? Let's look at the crab on the path of the moon. That crustacean, every time it is about to grow, it has to molt. And that is painful. And it has to live its life. That's its existence. Its existence is painful. It suffers too. That crab suffers. But you know what? Humanity, for the most part, now not all of us, this isn't pointing fingers, because so many of us have activated and changed and our love in life. But so many of us don't give a fuck about that crab. We don't care about that crab's life. We don't care about what that crab came here to do. We care about what humanity came here to do. We're so lost in what's going on with humanity. It's like, no, we're going to keep smoking, we're going to keep fucking, we're going to keep fighting, we're just going to keep it all up because, hey, you know what, this is what we do here. We don't got to change. But if you were to look at yourself, and if you were to remove yourself from being a human, and if you were to look at yourself from another species, which is what we came here to do as a starseed, to be able to, remove ourselves and to look at things for what they are. Life matters. The Two of Cups equality is about all of life and what we're honoring for all of life. And there has to come a point in time where humanity just has to look at it and say it can't continue on in which the manner in which it does. This is a massive purification. This is a massive detox. Body, mind, soul. Masculine, feminine, child. The heavens, the earth, through us. And everything that's been reflected back to me on my path has shown me that it's important to come here and apply the patterning that we came here to apply to heal with all of life, not just to heal with humans. Not just to look and say, you know what, it's okay to continue be creating in these patterns because it's not harming self. I don't see that this is harming self. But if you connect your patterning to life, is your patterning harming life? And we're never going to be perfect. We're always creating with a mix of both energies. Dark, light, good, bad, yin, yang, ugly, pretty, whichever way you want to look at it, and you can flip the script wherever you want to. But it's pulling it all together, and it's understanding what we came here to do. We came here to heal with the earth. We came here to heal with self. We didn't come here to sit here and continue to make excuses for not expanding. The time is now, and the infinite waters, he just gets it. And All we can do for those of us on the path that do see it is to continue to hold space for everyone else that they do in their own time. And if they're not getting there, to honor that too, that they came to show us through the energy of the opposites, through the negative, what doesn't resonate with us, what we don't want to do. We needed to understand that negative to create the whole. You know, sometimes I quite often wonder with what's being reflected back to me, to my path, like, you know, we get so angry. It's just like, why can't we all see it? But if we all saw it, could we get to where we're going? Because that's not how this place works, unfortunately, right? We just want everything to be perfect, but that's the lesson of this place. It's expanding and finding the positivity and the beauty through the expansion, but it's connected to the purification. And we just have to look at the purification side of things. If we're just going to omit the purification side of ascension, I think we're going down a slippery slope and a dangerous path. As I say that with my coffee, you know, and I'm trying very hard, guys. I'm recognizing that it's these stimulants or anything that we're putting within, that it's not allowing the body to restore its natural patterning. And it's about whatever it is that we're doing, whatever it is that we're connecting to, it is natural and it is connected to purification. And it's allowing transcendence. Now we're moving forth. Message has been shared. It's the devil. The devil is here. And they're showing me through the energies, of course, of the opposites, through our addictions and desires, through our fears and love, through fear and love, we're starting to understand what's happening here. And we are in the time of transformation. It's transformation time. There's so many things happening in the heavens right now. We're going to be transforming at maybe feeling like an alarming rate to some of us. But we have to hang tight and don't feed into that fear, guys. Remember, if we feed into that fear, it can feed from us. We don't want to be food for lower vibrations. We don't want to enter the flow with the fear. So we're going to use what's happening to end a crisis on the path of the moon. And we're going to understand that we're not going to try to escape our crisis. We're going to connect to the heavens, to our starseed roots and homes. And we're going to expand through the earth. And we've come here to invest something. And what we have to invest actually has to do with a revelation. And we're having a revelation now through spirit. And what they're showing me is we're about to see tower moments all around us. And we must hold strong with the vibration of self, the light, the dark, everything between. Continue to transmute, to continue to do what we've been doing. And you know what, guys? Active dialogue with the divine. Pray, meditate, do what you need to do. We're working with the King of Cups. We've now become responsive and passionate with the Queen of Wands. We've healed from our energy being in a frenzy, in a tizzy, because we went to the underworld, we restored balance, we learned how to love the sadness, love the darkness, love the energy of the opposites to restore the wholeness. And we know we're not getting that twisted. It's not lower vibrational. It's not like I'm loving, getting hit. I'm loving the fact that I'm getting treated like shit. No. I'm honoring the experience to show me how to restore wholeness and heal. And when we honor pain and we heal from pain, we don't want to go back to that space, right? It's just like burning your hand on a stove. You don't want to burn your hand on that stove anymore. The whole point and the goal is to continue to move forth. To remember that pain and move forth, and to honor that new patterning, to honor the fact that we are healing from that pain and we are repairing and mending and restoring. And this is connected to our power of creation and no longer abusing our power. And this has something to do with manifestation, and we're going to find out what that means today. So we are going to shuffle these cards and get them back in the patch tarot. We're going to see what's happening. Well, we better get the devil. Guys, I feel like after we have this transformation, we're not going to feel like we have to protect ourselves as much anymore, or energy or anything like that. We're going to have success with releasing to embrace the all. The Four of Wands and the all just came out reversed, but the all is telling us it's time right now to release, to embrace. The light, because we're going to reveal our light and we're about to expand, and this is going to help us raise into new earth. We're whatever we're doing, we're helping the collective to raise their vibration. And you know, like Ralph Smart said it best, not all of us are going, and we also have to honor that too. Not all of us are going to New Earth, and we're honoring that. Okay, we're healing with our faith and the energies of New Earth, Aquarius. So the Gemini penumbral eclipse is coming in to end confusion. So guys, that's what's happening. The unspoken languages are coming in to end confusion. It's just like all around us. Everywhere I can just feel it. It's just going to be like we're going to be bombarded with the truth. And it's going to allow us to expand through the earth. The Prince of Earth is here, the masculine. But this is where the masculine is connecting to the feminine and creating through the earth. This is connected to something, guys. They showed me a vision. They showed me to make the shape of the two tetrahedrons coming together with my body of unconditional love. And of course, in the shower and water, it's connected to purification and the healing with the mother energies. And as I did so, they showed me a vision of the whole entire planet being put into a ball, and it was in the shape of a ball, and they put it inside of me, and they showed me it going down into my womb, and they told me it was now a seed and it was going to grow within me and I was going to birth it. This is connected to that, and we're going to be birthing with those 13 spheres of knowledge, and whatever it is we're birthing through self is connected to New Earth. And for anyone, you know, we're going to be watching out too, because there's going to be a lot of people trying to attack New Agers. We're not going to get twisted and lost in the labels. We're here to expand through our mission work, and we're not going to feed into that negativity. We're going to honor self. We're going to honor what's being reflected back to us, and we're going to hold high vibes. High vibes, guys. Because we're working with the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is connecting to the Queen of Wands that we just saw in channeled messages, because they showed me that. And this is going to allow us not to be reckless anymore, guys. We've been too reckless. There's a difference between taking a chance and taking a risk and then continuing on, not tempering ourselves. We're not tempering ourselves. That risk, we're allowing to run forth and become reckless. We're going to temper ourselves, and we're going to use the Queen of Swords, and we're going to heal from being detached, and we're going to allow ourselves to become perceptive, because we're going to go into the heart of the matter. We're being activated to go to the heart of the matter. And this is through Christ consciousness. This is the masculine and feminine are leading the way. Together, though, now. We're working together. We've become in alignment somehow, and I'm going to ask the cards. It's through our faith, and guys, we're healing from the heavens to the earth through us. we expand. And it's going to allow us to restore structure. There's the masculine. We're working with masculine. Remember, I said something has just changed. We become in alignment. But we have. The Emperor and the Empress have become in alignment, guys. And it's in order for us to do what we need to do, because the Sagittarius season is here. We're going to hit our mark. We're going to hit our aim. We've become balanced. This is balance. Right here. And success. Into new earth. Because we've done it. Now this card is no longer reversed. We've released to embrace the all, the everything. In order to heal with our chakras, to transmute, to see what we need to see, to honor the all. We've accomplished it. And it happened on the path of the moon. We freed ourselves from healing with our heartbreak because we revealed our light. We revealed our true self. But to reveal our true self, we had to surrender to the templates, the patterning of old earth. We had to go without. We had to heal. We had to transmute with the cups. We had to transmute with the Rotter energies. We could no longer reject this transformation anymore. We had to surrender to it. And here's our message. This is our message. And it's going to allow us to move forth home through the earth with the masculine, determined. We're not feeling dull. We're not feeling dreary. We're determined. We've raised our vibration. The King of Wands, well, the King of Discs, the Three of Wands is here. We're seeing home because we've healed from gluttony. We've healed from... When we're in gluttony, when we're living in lack of, we're trying to feed that hole, that empty hole. We are in the energy of, being a virus, consuming whatever we can to feed that empty hole. When we've healed from gluttony, we are restoring connection and we're giving back. We're in the tail. We're giving to receive and we're receiving to give because we've restored connection. We're not feeling separate. We're not feeling selfish. When we're feeling wounded, separate, and selfish, that's when we're feeding that hole. That's when we're in gluttony. It's like, that's when you're going to eat that whole cake. That's when you're going to drink that whole bottle of wine. That's when you're going to finish your whole pack of smokes or spend that, whole day watching porn to fill that hole. But then, you're wondering, why do you have to do it again? And why am I doing it again? And why am I doing it again? Because now you're becoming addicted to feeding from that space. But when you're healing your wounding, when you're restoring connection through seeking knowledge, through whatever it is that you're doing to heal on your path, you're connecting to your true abundance and you don't feel like eating that cake. You don't feel like eating that glass of wine. You know what I mean? You don't feel like feeding that hole with some sort of substance to get some sort of stimuli, to feel some sort of way. You're working with alchemy. You're mastering self. You're working with energy. You're healing with food. You're healing with time. You're healing with self. You're healing with your knowledge, your beliefs. You're healing with breaking up, the 3D with the 5D. And the 5D and beyond to the 3D. But you're making some sort of connection here, and it's allowing you to heal. And we're going to manifest with it. There's a formation here. We're putting something into the form from the heavens to the earth through us, through the earth, because we're seeing through illusions and we're choosing to heal. And it's this choice to heal that's going to allow us to see these high vibe patternings and do what we need to do, because we need to get into this time of reunification. We're going to meet up with those Two of Cups through the energy of the opposites, through the 8. And this is where we needed to reunite. This is where we understand it, where we needed to reunite and heal from all those things we just talked about. It was how we felt within this 8 of Cups. And Saturn's calling us. The Lord of Karma is calling us to balance our karmic scales. And we are about to reach this most incredible time on December 21st with this grand conjunction between Saturn, Jupiter, and the Virgo galaxy. This is going to be one spectacular time, and we haven't had, you know, the planets this close in alignment since 1623. This means something. It's like we're going to come back to one. We're going to come back to the all. We're going to understand something. We're going to understand connection. We're going to understand how to see through our illusions. And these are the illusions that are keeping us in confusion. We've come full circle, keeping us in a frenzy. Because remember, the whole goal was to heal from being frenzied. That's why the Queen of Wands was here, because we'd restored our passions. We'd healed from frantic energy, which is why we're working with our impulses and healing with our impulses, right? So we picked healing with the Seven of Wands and a reunification to expand and have an advancement. We're not regressing anymore. Look at our Merkaba. Remember, we've been traveling with our Merkaba. We've been going to all these spaces and places. We've been having, you know, double helix activations in order to, this is the card of purification right here, in order to advance and connect. And we're working with sacred geometry in this space, guys. And we do so, we achieve it. Here it is. Alrighty, guys. That's channel messages in part 1. See ya part 2.